Okay, same place, different horse. After I played around with Annie in the trailer, I just thought, you know, we should go for a walk. Same beautiful horses just over there. I don't know who they are. I actually should go and try to say hello to the owner one day. Anyhow, we're off on a walk. Annie's very clip-cloppy. I kind of like it. Very clip-cloppy. Okay, so we're gonna go to the same places before. And he's such a good follower. If I go quiet for a second, and this is something that is, I think, is very important, is I'm paying attention to her footsteps. So for a second there, she sort of wasn't quite on cadence. And I always take a sort of a lack of proper cadence in their feet as a problem. So you sort of assess as you go, kind of think, what happened there? Did she go too fast, too slow? Is she moving to the left, to the right? Things like that. So I'm just sort of concentrating on that. Anyhow, so we're out for a little walk. Again, same place as before. This is a great place to come to, again, as I said, because it's only 5 minutes away by car, truck, trailer, and so it's an easy ride in the trailer. And if I did have any proper trouble, if I really had trouble, I could actually walk home and stay off the main roads too, almost stay off the main roads. And that's really good. So I don't know if we're going to see anybody today. Kind of hope so, but it seems very quiet. Annie is very calm and level-headed. She's a little less trouble than Mr. Wilde, I guess, if trouble's the right word. I would say maybe it isn't, but she will follow better. And right now there's nothing scary out here and nothing to worry either of us. So it's just a really nice walk. Now you may notice she's on the wrong side of me. I'm holding the camera with my left hand. My lead is on my right, but I've got my hand almost behind my back. So it's the wrong side for her to be leading on, because if something were to scare from behind, she'd cause me to twist around. But in the interest of getting good framing, I'm going to take this chance today. And I might just switch around, because otherwise it'll be over here, right? You won't see the horse. Come on, Annie. Let's keep going. And she's nice and far behind me, which is perfect. So I can keep an ear out for those feet, the cadence of her feet to change, and be able to react. And if anything untoward were to happen, I would just drop the camera. It's a GoPro. It can handle that. And I would take charge. Hey, come on. You've had a massive meal this morning. You're good. Horses are non-stop eating machines. Non-stop eating and pooping machines. There are some reasonably recent tracks here. These are today, I believe, because the ground is still dark. So if I were to guess, I would say somebody is either on this trail right now, or which direction? They're going this direction. They're shod. I believe it's this direction. No, it's the other direction. They're going the other way, so we won't see them. Right, take a look here. There, you can tell this is a shod foot. There's directions, they're going in both directions, actually. Now we're just tracking. Definitely down. Let's see here. But there's ones going the other direction too. Okay, well, who knows? Maybe we'll see somebody. That'd be cool. Another beautiful day, obviously. Summertime is the best time to be out and about on these trails to get some fresh air, exercise, acclimation to being out and about instead of just in my normal forest, which pretty much looks like this forest. Ferns, cedars, hemlocks. That's a hemlock. This is alder, I think. Yeah. Oh, thought I heard something. Oh, it's a squirrel. Here, stop for a second, Amy. It's not making the noise anymore. Oh, there it goes. He's up. Can you see on the side of the tree there? I think it's a chipmunk. Oh well, carrying on. Come on, Annie. Look how far back she is. That's an unhappy animal. He's yelling at us. Keep shuffling. All right, so uphill we go. Again, great exercise. We're going to keep a good pace. A bit of a better pace than Mr. Wilde. He's sort of, I don't know if lazy is the right word, but he's definitely not the quickest of sorts. But you guys have seen this before, so maybe what we'll do is we'll cut here and we'll come back at the water. Beautiful day. Okay, we are rounding the last couple of corners. Still following the tracks of somebody else, actually. Thought maybe they had taken a left at the Y that's back there, but nope, tracks still go this way. So who knows? I see somebody. These trees are so cool. Just big, tall, straight trees everywhere. Some are tired, and they're leaning over though. And he's still coming along like a champ. So this is the last little switchback, this is called. So it's shaped like a S. And not quite a switchback, but pretty close to a switchback. I mean, we keep switching back and forth, so it's a switchback, just not a sharp switchback. The water's just down that way. So you handle steps. She says steps are no problem. I get on the trailers like a champ. And this is where the temperature changes. Warm, much warmer up there. And then down here, once we get to this flat part, it really shifts. Sure wish I could transfer that through the camera. And the smell of this place, fresh, clean, earthy air. It's just amazing. And it's so quiet too. All right, last turn. Here we are. Looks like a new pile of poo. I don't remember that one. Maybe I just don't remember. Okay, Amy. She says, I've got a sniff. Check it out. See what's going on here. She says, no big deal. Oh, she's keen on the water, but we're going to find out. Okay, safety first. She's going to go where I went, so I went there. And now I'm going over here. So if she wants to stumble past me or something like that, I have to be able to let her. And he's not keen on this idea of going to the water. I'm going to make a little space. My next step is here. Annie, what are you chewing on a piece of wood for? Come on. Uh-oh, she's not going to make it. Come on, Annie. She says they don't like water very much, though. Why don't you give it a go? It's beautiful here. Like this location. So I'm just holding with a couple of pounds as usual whenever we're trying to have horses come with us. Yeah, go around that way if you need to, but you have to come this way. Good girl. Good girl, Annie. Excellent. Okay, so here's an even bigger jump. Not a lot of space for me if she were to leap off. So to be honest, my best option is actually to be in the water. Got my crappy shoes on again. So they can get all wet and it doesn't matter. Why don't you come over this way a little more? Just a couple pounds of pressure. Just hoping she'll come join me. Patience, lots of patience. Good girl, Annie. Oh. Kids might not be able to take much video if we have people. Come on, Annie. Just give a little jump. Just a little jiggle. There we go. Oh. Come on, big girl. She's really paying attention to what might be in the woods over there. Definitely heard a child. Annie, come on. A little bit jiggle. Just a little bump bump. She's really thinking about it. So what experience has she had in the water that she doesn't like, or is she just not a big fan of these big steps? She's not sure if she's going to land it. I don't think those people are coming. There, we got to give her her head so she can look down. There you go, you've got it sorted out. She says, this freaks me out. Look at her, she's thinking. She says, it's hard. Come on, Annie. It's a good landing. There's a good soft sand down there. This has been made pretty good. Question might be, is there a point where you might give up? Yeah, there might be. But she's not really pulling back or doing anything too silly right now. So I think that we can persist in making requests. And, some horses, when they really don't want to do something, will just rear up. Their back feet get kind of stuck and their front end comes up. So when she does that, because I'm near the end of my rope here, I'm leaning in to allow her that ability to look. I really want to pay attention to that. So I lean forward and allow her to move her head around. Horses have interesting eyeballs, the way they see. They need to kind of put their head down to take a look. But she's very gentle about this. She's not giving too much trouble. Oh, there's the backup. Come on, Annie, you're a big girl. You can make it. I'm gonna run out of battery before we get down here. Oh. See, this is a draw exercise. The thing about what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this big rock right here. I don't even know why it's in the way like that. Okay. Let's see if that has helped her visually. I doubt it, but you never know. It can't hurt to try. If I remember correctly, the last time I took her to water, she didn't really want to go in, so it's not like this water area is going to be much of a draw either. Good girl, Annie. Just make a jump. There's lots of space. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to turn off the camera and save battery, and when she comes down I'll let you know how long it took. I'm just going to do this, so there's no magic cut here where something weird's going to happen. I just missed the moment. I put my GoPro down because it's so low on juice, but tried to grab my phone really quickly. Look at how timid she is. Oh. Hey, good job, Annie. It took us about, I'd say about 5-6 minutes or so of just encouraging. I went over and gave her a good pet and a rub, and I told her she's a big girl and all that stuff. And she said, okay, well, I'll give it a go. And she just gingerly kind of came down. What a champion. You're the best, Annie. Good job. Okay, let's switch cameras. Hopefully the GoPro's got a little juice left into it, because it's placeable. So we'll place it down and then walk around. Okay, well, this has gone very well. I got the camera just to see what Annie would do. I think she's just gonna follow me a little. Oh. Lovely. Okay, so let's stop walking backwards for one, and we'll get a little bit of walking around here. Okay, Annie, let's carefully walk around. I had a great question come through, and it was, do you ever worry about a horse turning an ankle? And the part of the horse, or the name of the ankle area, is the pastern. And yes, it is a little bit of a worry, but because horses are very strong, for one, they can actually also stand just on 2 feet if they want to. And you know this if you ever trimmed a horse. You gotta pick up their feet, and they don't want to put the other foot down, and they'll stand on diagonals. So they have a lot of ability to distribute their weight. So if they step on something and it feels like it's going to turn or do something weird, then they just won't put that weight on. But when we're riding and stuff, I do get very worried that my weight will throw off their weight. They won't be able to unlift. So if I come to a crossing that I think is sketchy, I just get off. Right, Annie? We don't want to hurt them. So, I mean, there are cases, I'm sure, positive, that horses will pull a tendon or sort of stretch a ligament a little bit kind of thing, and it'll be very uncomfortable and painful, and they won't show it. But it'll be there. Oh, that's the spot. So because she was so worried about being here, I really just want to stay pretty chill, do a few things that sort of make her content. But I've never heard of a horse doing that. I've never heard of an injury from crossing a river, but I'm sure there has been. Yeah. So it's a good question. Thanks for asking it. Well, let's wander on back. I don't have a heck of a lot of time today. Fun fact, today, Lena's original owner is coming by to say hello to Lena. She happens to be in town and has the ability to pop by and has requested. Oh, good jump, Annie, good jump. Thanks for not running me over while doing so. Another jump. Good girl. So that's really cool. I don't know if she'll come on video at all. I doubt it. Might ask just to find out some past stuff about Lena that we don't know. So that'd be really neat. Anyhow, so hopefully I can do a little interview maybe. We can learn about Lena, about her past life. Okay, so Annie and I are going to walk our way back in this beautiful forest today. But that was a great training exercise. I'm really glad I brought her today. I wasn't going to, just due to lack of time. But I did, and here we are. We did it, so we'll continue working with her as well. Out and about. Quick story time on our way home. We just came across a lady with a dog, and two parts of the story. First is they were both great, lovely. Her dog was good, and Annie was very quiet and good about it. And she wanted to say hello. And so they said, oh, it's okay, you can have her say hello. And I said, well, I don't know what Annie will do. You know, even though you say your dog's really good, that's great. But if she were to strike out and do something weird, unexpected, we might not be able to stop it in time. And then I would say to myself, what was the value in allowing them to say hello? And I think that's a really good message or lesson to think about. What is the value of the thing you do with a horse compared to what could be the consequence of doing that thing with a horse? And there just wasn't any value to me for her to say hello to the dog, or the dog to say hello to her. Might be kind of okay, but not needed. Anyways, the second part of this story, sadly, she just recently lost her horse due to colic. She had that horse for 25 years, I think, or the horse was 25. Maybe she didn't have it her whole life, but quite a long time. And it's very sad. It's very unfortunate. And colic is preventable. Colic is probably, I would think, 95% human caused. And she was of that mindset. And she was feeling, well, regretful, frustrated that she had taken her horse from her place to this other place to help the other place out. I'm not going to give any details, just in case somebody knows locally. But yeah, the feeding schedule and the feeding regime definitely didn't work. Even though she had made requests to the place to do something different, they wouldn't do it because they had so many horses to take care of that they couldn't do this particular activity, which essentially was to give more water. Colic is mostly an impaction of the small intestine. Sometimes it can be a twisted intestine, but mostly it's very unusual to have it twisted. It happens. But mostly it's the other kind, and sad, super sad. So we talked for a little bit. It's good to meet with somebody here on the trail for one, but sad that we met somebody who was just getting past losing her horse. So, but something to keep in mind. Feeding, don't settle for less. Anything I kind of got out of it was, if I make a request to a place to take care of my horse, they had better do it. And if they can't, because they have too many horses, then it's kind of on them to have less horses. And sometimes places are just paycheck facilities. You have to be very careful with that. Anyhow, we're almost back. Just gonna come around the last corner here to the trailer. But man, it's been great. Just a fantastic, beautiful horse. So that's it. Now we're at the end. Literally. We're at the end of the trail too. So we'll see how the welcome home is actually. Maybe that'll be the last clip that I get, is when we drive into the driveway. Whoa. Almost pretty noisy. Just learning from Lena. That's all you guys got? It's so nice.